Okay, and welcome. And let's start by understanding what an open sentence is when it pertains to mathematics or pretty much anything. Before you understand what an open sentence is, let's just talk about a basic sentence. So if you're looking at English and we're sitting there going to say, like, the sun is shining or Hawaii is in the Pacific Ocean, you're looking at something that is a basic sentence. Now, in writing, we would write this. But in mathematics, a simple sentence would be 3 plus 3 equals 6, or 10 is an even number. These two are always going to be true, and these two are always going to be true. A sentence should be true. Now, what is a closed sentence or an open sentence? We just talked about what a sentence is. Now we're going to talk a little bit about what is the difference between an open and a closed sentence. A closed sentence is always true or always false. So if I'm going to say something like the Pacific Ocean is a grizzly bear, that is always going to be false. But if I sat there and said a polar bear is white, that should be always true, unless we found a different color polar bear. An open sentence is not known. We don't know if it's going to be true or if it's going to be false. It really depends on what we have in the sentence. Now, here's an example. 8 is an even number. It is a closed sentence, and it's always going to be true. 9 is an even number, is a closed sentence, and is always going to be false. That's how you know whether or not it's a closed sentence, whether it's always true or always false. The last one, however, where it says n is an even number, n being our variable, it's open. This could be true or it could be false, depending on whatever value we give n. If n was 4, then we know it's going to be true. If n was 5, then we know it's going to be false. If it was 6, true, 7, false, and so on and so on. Because we didn't say what the value of n is. Now, open sentences. Here's a good definition to refer to. An open sentence can either be true or false, depending on what values are used. Here's our variable. Remember, variables are the unknown, or the letters that we put in. The value we don't know are called variables. In this example of an open sentence, x is our variable. It's our unknown. X can mean 1, 2, 3, 6,041. It doesn't matter. It's unknown. Even though you might know what x is to make it true, it doesn't matter. An open sentence states that it's either true or false. Now, on the bottom, we have two variables. Now, again, this is an open sentence. We might say that W's 1 and Q's 1. We might say that W's negative 1 and Q is 3. It doesn't matter, because this could be true or we could make it false. It's up to us. Here we go. Here's a couple examples. A square has 4 corners. Definitely a closed sentence. Definitely has an answer. 6 is less than 5. Definitely a closed sentence. Definitely has an answer. Negative 3 is a negative number. Definitely a closed sentence, and it definitely has an answer. They could all be true. They could all be false, but they're one or the other. So let's try. A square has 4 corners. True or false? It's true. You're right. 6 is less than 5. True or false? Good. False. Negative 3 is a negative number. And that's also true. Open sentences, however, we all know, could be true or false. A triangle has n sides. To make this true, we would say n equals 3. But what if they said 4? That's why it's an open sentence, because it's true or false. Z is a positive number. Well, yeah, if it's 1 or higher, then it's positive. But what if it's negative 3, negative 50? 3y equals 4x plus 2. Great equation doesn't necessarily mean that it's true or false. We could find the answers for x and y to make it true, but what if they're the wrong numbers? A plus B equals C plus D. What a great problem again, but I could put A1, B2, 1 plus 2 is 3, C 3, D4, and then this is 7. Now it's false. But what if A and C were the same and B and D were the same? Then we would have something that's true. Open sentences do not have an exact answer. If you have any questions, slow me down, rewind me, and play again. Try a couple problems of your own, make an open sentence, and make a closed sentence. Have a good day.